Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Farming Simulator 22 as we continue our tribute run here on Elmcreek. And you may be wondering, why is my harvester over here now? Well, you might have actually figured it out by now. I'm going to go ahead and buy this field. I did some math, did some figuring out, determining where I want to put which crop. I did two different strategies. One strategy was just balancing out the fields as best as possible, and that meant take the biggest field we got, combine it with the smallest field we got, and like that one crop, and then the next biggest, the next smallest, and kind of work my way up. The problem with that is that it would mean that cotton would be a little bit less total yield than it is currently, and I don't want to go lower on the cotton for sure. So then I went a different strategy, which was just take the two biggest fields that we are thinking about getting, make those cotton, then take the next two biggest fields, make those soybeans, the next two biggest would be sorghum, and then the last two would be wheat, which, to be fair, the wheat would be a very, very small quantity, more just kind of a token thing, just to kind of say that we did it, which does mean that wheat only ends up being about just a little over 2 acres of effective yield, but that's okay. I think that's fine. It's not like we're wasting the harvester, other than the fact that, that's not what I wanted, sorry, other than the fact that, obviously wheat gets harvested. Oh no, actually wheat gets harvested the same. It couldn't harvest the same time as sorghum or the month before or something like that. So that actually might work out. Now the planter, which would be the same planter that we've already bought. So the fact that we bought the seeder makes this actually a much more viable option. Yeah, I think this is fine. So for all that reason, the three remaining fields that I want to buy are the three that we were talking about, 53, 54, and 55. And we might as well buy 55 now because it's got crop on it, and it basically gives me a 10% discount on this field because I think I get about 10,000 bucks for this crop, 11,000 bucks, something like that, and the field itself costs effectively 120. So maybe not quite 10%, but pretty close. So I'm going to go ahead and buy this field. I'm actually going to go ahead and also, I did not mean to reset. That's okay. I'm going to go ahead and purchase the soil information. It's not going to be that expensive, just so we have that. And then we're going to go ahead and just harvest this off. Be able to get a little bit of money back without us having to expend, stuff for it. And I think that'll be fine for us. And I wanted to do this before I fast forward it, obviously, because if I fast forward, this field will not be available anymore. Or it won't have the crop on it anymore, I should say. I think we'll get about 20... about 16,000, 17,000 maybe liters of sorghum off this field if my calculations are correct. Something like that. We'll find out how close I actually am. But again, of course, the other two fields that I want to buy are 53 and 54 at some point. I'm not worried about it right this second. I mean, I do want to get them. If they got crop on them, I might consider it because, again, helps make the purchase of the field cheaper. But for right now, we're just going to kind of play it out. Besides, we got to have one unusually shaped field, or else what else do I have to complain about? Like I said, though, this, of all the unusually shaped fields, this one I think is the best at, well, other than the fact that our worker just had a weird conniption there, this is probably the best at not being too problematic. I mean, we could always go vertical. Honestly, we could. I don't think there's anything against going this horizontal, though. We are definitely not... Okay, so we're not going to get the full yields here because of this field not being prepped beforehand, which does mean my 17,000 yield number is going to be off. If we're only getting like... I don't even know what value that actually is right now. What color is that? It's like 75 maybe? Maybe up to 80? Then we're definitely only going to get like maybe 13,000 liters. Still, it's a few thousand bucks off of the price of the field itself. And then we have the field to get ready for next year. So I think it'll be fine. Yeah, we're probably about halfway done with the field right now. And we're only going to get about just shy of 6,000. So yeah, it's going to be right about there. guess I could just take over here. I mean, I don't need to have the worker doing this. I don't have anything else to do right this second anyway. I don't mind workers doing stuff when I have other things I can be doing. But there's really not much reason that we can't do this. Now, other than the fact that I've got to remember... So this is a 45-degree angle off of... Is this not a 45? Oh yeah, because we'd be at 180 normally. So we want to be at 225 is where we're looking for. To be at 45 degrees off of that. It's just that solid, almost solid. There's a couple little blips there, here and there, but it's a very, very strong orange color. Now this field is right at 100% yield. So when I was doing my calculations, by the way, I was taking the acreage, or the hectares, but you know what I mean, basically. Same difference when you're doing this type of math. I was taking the size of the field and combining that, multiplying that times the expected yield to get the effective size of the field, so to speak. So basically, I got a field that, for example, is 1.5 hectares, but since it's got a 1.11 yield, that's effectively a 1.665 hectares. So that makes that field a little bit bigger. And then I got some other fields that are, you know, 1.74, but they have only a 0.89 expected yield, so they're obviously effectively smaller than what it would say. Oh, I gotta get this tractor to go get repaired. In fact, I'm actually gonna unhook, let you finish that up. Go repair this real quick before I just completely fall over dead. Can't do anything with it. That was a very expensive repair. Yeah, I think I said 1,300. It's a little bit shy of that, but it was close. Or 13,000, I said. So yeah. Must be closer to the 75% than the 80. Still, I mean, it's going to be worth, you know, a few $1,000. So that field 55 that we just cleared out, if I go with my current plan, that actually will get wheat on it. So that should be fine once we get everything kind of recycled again and get ready to start over with our seeding and planting, which does mean, let me see, we don't see that until later, right? Oh no, we actually see that right now. Okay. I mean, we could wait a month if we really wanted to. I don't know. Is there a benefit of waiting a month? No, the one negative about doing the wheat now is that we will have to lease the roller for sure, obviously, to before we were ready for it, which may mean we just go ahead and just buy the roller and be done with it. We don't have the sprayer either. Forgot about that. The other field for wheat would be field 51, which we can do as well. But that does incentivize me to at least get the sprayer and the roller purchased as soon as possible, because we are offset on those right now. The harvester we can make do with, because we can do those in back-to-back months like we just did, or we're doing now, I should say. But with the roller and the sprayer, we're gonna have to lease it a couple times a year, which, you know, just adds more to the cost. It makes it less worthwhile to lease in the first. It's already not great to lease, obviously, but just makes it even worse. Which, if we sell our next round of clothes, we could always do that. Or I could just, you know, bite the bullet and take out a bigger loan now, which does mean we pay more interest, but at the end of the day, honestly, it's probably okay. I think we'll still be fine with that, and we'll be able to pay it back very quickly once we sell our next batch of clothing. Or just keep buying more fields. All right, let's get you. So we're going to do, like I said, wheat here. But before we do wheat, actually, I need to do the lime. I don't know that I'm going to buy the lime thing. I'm not sure. Not sure if that's worthwhile or not. It shouldn't be that expensive to lease. I'm just going to have you go pick up the lime thing real quick. Okay, so let's check the lime out. I mean, probably just want the big one, just to have enough space to not have to keep going back and forth. The extension. Don't think the tires really matter. And just get the wider spreading discs. I think that's fine. Leasing this would be 4,500 bucks. I'm gonna have to keep it for a couple days. It's an extra 800 bucks. Okay, that's fine. I think we can lease this for now. We don't need it very often. We'll need it for this full cycle this year, but after that, we're good for a bit. I don't think we need the sensors for the lime, do we? I actually don't know. Come to think of it. If we do, we'll have to swap. Oh no, this is the one that has the sensors. Never mind. A giant, giant thing. Oh my god, it's like twice the size of the tractor. That's a lot of lime. This thing is really pushing me. I just barely nudge the steering wheel and it starts shoving it sideways. It's a little hard to get this, figure out exactly where to line this up at. Well, I guess we'll just try here and see what it does. Oh, we're still missing a little bit. So yeah, that was not quite close enough. I may just accept that that's good enough. We'll do that next cycle. kind of credit did we get for that field, actually? What I'm looking for. Oh, that's what I was like, why can't I see it? Because I had it selected still. We got full credit for pH, full credit for soil sampling. We don't have full credit for the weeds or nitrogen or the tillage at the moment, but that's just because we haven't done anything. So we've already got credit for the pH on that. So the fact that we missed that little strip should not matter. How are we going to get across here? Don't think we can make it across here, can we? No. Is there a way to raise this at all? No. All right. Guess as long as there's no cars coming, we can make that happen. Oh, that's such a tight squeeze. Yeah, I'm going to have to get the trailer next time if I do this thing again. I'll be honest, I'm not even sure if it's worth doing that last little strip there either. I think we may just accept that's probably good enough. Gets the majority of the field and then kind of go from there. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. You did it. All right. Yeah, we can see now too. Kind of got distracted for a minute there. Here we go, about to seed our very first wheat. So that's all 4 crops that we will have seen already, which is pretty awesome. Oh, I didn't do the end there. I'm actually going to dismiss you for just a second so I can do it real quick. All right, so that's that. What's going to be on this field, actually? This one will have sorghum, which we don't plant until April. All right, we're going to put a cut in there. When we come back, we'll get the lime finished up, or I'll have the lime finished up, one of the two, and we'll finish up seeding our wheat. But I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.